Good evening and welcome to the Delta Dental Arena for this Division I boys hockey matchup between the Manchester Kings and your Londonderry Lancers. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Manchester Kings. On defense, number 4, Ty Adams. On defense, number 18, Tyler Canton. At left wing, number 5, Cade Tripp. At right wing, number 21, Ryan Boylan. At center, number 10, Frank Tessier. And in goal, number 35, Cam Robert. And now for your Londonderry Lancers. Starting on defense, number 4, Austin Callahan. On defense, number 11, Taryn Bauer. On left wing, number 12, Michael Bell. On right wing, number 16, Tucker Reynolds. At center, number 2, Gavin Carroll. And in goal, number 1, Justin Doyle.
Hey, good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Hooksett, New Hampshire on this chilly January evening. We're at Delta Dental Stadium, where Manchester Public Television is delighted to present more Division I NHIAA hockey. This is Rich McDonough with my man Kyle Heavey, and we have an interesting matchup tonight, Kyle, with Londonderry hosting the Manchester Kings. Two gritty, evenly matched teams. Maybe Londonderry has underperformed a bit, but they have quick strike capability and a really good coaching staff, and I think have a good game plan for tonight. What do you see the Kings, Kyle?
I love to see both these teams. Second time seeing the Lancers on Manchester Public Television this season, as we saw them open up the year against Trinity, a 4-1 Trinity victory. The Kings we have not seen since the Brian C. Stone Memorial Christmas Hockey Tournament. So it's time to get to see and get to know the Kings a little bit more here at Delta Dental Arena.
Yeah,
the stadium is where the Fisher Cats
I'll be here this weekend. Well, I did see the Kings last week take on Concord at Concord's barn, and there was a two-zip loss, but they played so hard and gritty, and the Londonderry Lancers coach, Mike Bears, affirmed that they are a team that can work hard, and that's the Lancers' message tonight is outwork people. They're 2-4-2 in ninth place. The Kings are 5-5 overall and in 6th place and 8th place in the Hockey Night in Boston poll. We got Fresh 15 on the ice here at Delta Dental, and we've got two teams that can get her done tonight. Should be fun to watch.
Oh, for sure. As Kings had a great opportunity right there, and they're playing it strong here at the neutral zone, trying to cause disruption here for the Lancers, who, again, turn it over in the zone. Shot just misses wide.
Yep. And it's going to ring here all night long. It's in a nicely enclosed arena. We were just doing the first of our two games at JFK in Manchester, where the sound doesn't ricochet back at you so quickly. But going down the ice with a head of steam is Brendan Fitzgerald, wearing number 8 there. Ooh, he passes real close. It's off the tape of Nick Bishop, unable to close that out.
Yeah, he wants that puck back for sure. It's
Without
just
a doubt.
fan on that. And it really would have been a nice snipe, in my opinion, but now we're still scoreless here in the a little more than a minute in.
Well, Coach Bears toyed with his starting line up front. Brendan Fitzgerald is in now. Number 2, Carul got the start for him, and they just mixed it up a little bit. Hey, keep your opponents guessing, right? That one finds its way into Cam Roberts, the talented junior goaltender. He wears number 35. Good DNA in his hockey family, no doubt.
You know, it's funny for me, Rich, where I came in here and I backed into the spot, and next thing I know, I'm seeing Cam jogging really fast in front of my car, doing some laps outside, getting himself ready for this big game. So he's mentally ready, and let's just see if the team can help him out with taking a lead here in this first period.
Well, I played Division I in college lacrosse goalie, and I've liked his style as a technical goaltender. since the first time we ever covered a game with him in it, Kyle. He can get it done. He moves very quickly between the pipes, but he's got a lot of poise as well, Kyle.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why it's going to be a good matchup. Both these teams with wanting to have a little bit more victories on the year, so this is a big game for both of them to try to get another notch and try to climb the ladder in Division I to try to make the playoffs.
Well, they had most of a week off, did the Kings. They had a win over Division II, Lebanon, Stevens Mascoma the other night, 4-1, and kind of a tune-up game. This is an important game right now because the Lancers are sitting at 9th place, 10-team tournament, and the Kings are sitting in 8th right now. 6th in the standings, and it's kind of a log jam. So important points and quality points right here.
I think both teams actually would even be mind a tie here. Obviously, we're not rooting for one. We like to see victories here, and well, it'd be nice to see what the Kings can do. Second time we've seen them on the road. We saw them against Merrimack, Hollis, Brookline, and Derryfield over at the West Side Arena with Zach Johnston and Daryl Johnston in that game, and now here we are in Hooksett with the Delta Dental Arena.
Well, Nick Bishop just got his second look on Roberts at the end of the night. That one, he had another save off his pads down low, and they got kicked out. Gets into the neutral zone, now back in. Roberts is butterflying early and often. He's going to have to get that done as we're almost at 4 minutes gone here in our first frame.
Certainly a much more difficult task for me tonight, as we're not used to being on this far away from the action. As being on the road here, it's kind of a nice feeling, but it's a lot further away from the action on that side of the ice here in the defensive zone for Manchester. With a whistle with 10:50 to go, as we got Ozzy Osbourne giving us some love here.
Well, and Taryn Bauer lifted a quick wrister right up into the chest pads of Roberts, who had to make it his 4th or 5th save already, and not even 5 minutes gone yet. And I'm going to guess Taryn Bauer's little big brother was the guy who did the anthem tonight to get us started.
Yeah, 2023 graduate and slip and fall there, right there, Ice Monster.
Which meant he was on the ice for the Londonderry Lancers, winning the whole ball of wax a couple seasons ago. Oh, he was a 23 grad. So not quite. But they did win the title 2 years ago, missed the qualifying last year, and they're trying to right the ship this year. All right, finally some time of possession for the Kings in their zone as we hit the 10:15 mark, and it trickles out of the zone and into the neutral, and they have it back to the Lancers. Brady Bell doing the honors right there.
Great battle here in the neutral zone. Kings are going to send one down that just gets over Doyle's head.
Well, this is what I called earlier, Kyle, our contrived doubleheader, because we were at JFK for Concord at Trinity. Concord took that one. They're a powerhouse, and we got a good one here tonight. Traveled 30 minutes north to be here. Wow, some scrum for it in the bottom of the slot, goes to the top, does not exit the zone, and that one finds a twig. It looked like it was off of Nadeau's stick and hops up into the twine here as we get a dose of the Beatles.
Hey, they're really mixing it up with the music here, and it's kind of nice. It brings a different energy, as these Chris Brown and the New Hampshire distributors have done a great job with taking over this arena and making it a great home for the Mountain Kings and also for Londonderry.
I'll be doing the 3HL Mountain Kings game on Saturday afternoon. They play day trip, or dare I make a Cade trip joke?
Oh, well, we'll
Steve,
see.
Are you out there?
Steve is here. He actually tackled me as I was running outside, and it was great to see him. And they were saying how well they had played against Concord last week, and that, sometimes you take losses with kind of a smile, I suppose, where you played the best team, the undefeated team, to a 2-0 defeat, and that's a really good outcome.
I don't know, Kyle. I coached for 25-plus seasons and with lacrosse and basketball. I don't know if I was ever into moral victories, but you love seeing your players play hard. Okay, and here's a kid who can play hard. That'd be Bishop. He goes top of the slot to the bottom and gets mired in the corner for the moment as we're down to 9 minutes remaining in our first, so 6 minutes gone. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Again, Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey along for the ride from Manchester Public Television. Going down to the ice there is Frank Tessier.
Yeah,
Really
Frank
like
didn't
him.
seem. Yeah, he certainly did not appreciate that. He kind of got taken down there.
Well, he's speedy. He's going to be everywhere. We know that. We've seen his game for years. Speaking of speedy, here comes Bauer all alone, goes to his left and goes to the backhand. Can't keep it on the tape. And that one goes by the wayside as we hit the 8:30 mark. Pretty darn good look. And, you know, Tessier, we were just saying, he's fast. Bauer has some jets of his own there, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, back and forth, these two teams are starting to figure things out, and Tyler Canton skating hard down to bring the puck into the center of the ice, and now battling down there is Cameron Auclair.
Yeah, Auclair, he gives you 100% anytime he's on the skates, for sure, and as does Vades right there. Good battle for it in the corner, 2-on-2. It finally squirts loose. Oh, in the backside of the pipe, and a big hit preventing that. That was Bauer. Bauer making his presence known on each end of the ice and treats his opponent quite rudely.
Yeah, Matt Vachon didn't appreciate that one bit, but now we'll get a line change here as some fresh Kings legs come out here, and expect Logan Parsons to possibly get a shot here if they can win the faceoff.
And Justin Doyle wearing number 1 in the cage right there. He's a real good junior goaltender. Love having the help from the fellas when they can get physical for you, too.
Yeah, it's a battle of the junior goaltenders here tonight for sure.
Oh, that's a nice stick right there by Nasura. Another one of those guys who seems to be everywhere, Kyle, anytime we see him play.
Yeah, it was called delayed offside, so they couldn't go after the puck, which was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, everybody had to tag up. Here comes Reynolds. He goes wide all the way across the goal mouth. He can't keep it on his tape, but it does find the foot and pads of Roberge, who's in the butterfly. 7:29 on the clock in our first frame, and it's 0-0. Boy, are we getting treated to some serious music here.
I mean, we're going to whip it good here one way or another, Rich, and glad to see that another set of line changes here for the Kings, and we'll see if Nazara.
Why didn't I bring my red Devo hat, huh?
You know what? Or your whip, which I'm thankful for.
No, I'm glad about that. We actually have a horse farm, so we do have a couple. But
that's fair.
We don't use them much. Anyway, 7:12 on the clock, zeros on the scoreboard here. Rich McDonough and Kyle Heavey. If we can't bring you some hockey, we'll try to bring you a little bit of humor.
No arms in the air, so
nothing.
Kind of like a Foligno trip last night that did not get called for the Canadians.
Nasura was looking for it. Nothing. No help from the Zebras right now as we're under 7 minutes here, and it goes all the way back down where it'll become an icing.
It seemed like Tyler Canton kind of got tripped up in front of his bench and was not able to get up quickly to get off the ice, and it was kind of a weird situation going on there, but either way, it's been a heck of a day of icing here between the first of 2 games and now another one here for the Kings, and they win the faceoff coming now down our way.
All right, Valkanis comes up with it. He had a great game the night I covered their game at Concord. Centering pass couldn't find its way through. Got to the slot, but it found only fellas wearing gold. And there's a trip. Nope. No hands are up in the air. Incidental contact down low, part of the game.
Cade Tripp thinks otherwise.
And living up to his last name.
Oh.
All right, that's a big hit right by our cameraman, by Kyle Heavey, spinning the dials. Oh, that's a good backhanded effort. Slides into the pads and then out to the corner. Good job by Doyle to contain that pipe.
Now Cade Tripp, who's got some strength, gets taken down behind the net. And
nice job there by Boylan.
Keeping it down in this zone here as the Kings really battling. And big.
Yeah. Cade Tripp
going down.
Scored it into the dasher boards right there where he was dashed against him. Oh, and that one lifts up and in at the 5:42 mark. Roberge is kind of just looking at his mitts going, what on earth happened? As Taryn Bauer, who's been really sniping since the minute this game started, he gets himself and his team on the board at 5:42.
Yeah, I mean, Cade fell down. They were able to get the puck out of the zone, and just a great shot right there to put the Lancers up 1-0. And now it's going to be a battle here for the Kings, who don't want to get too far behind here. It's only 1 goal, so nothing to really to stress about too much. But Now it's just do the little things right.
Well, and Taryn Bauer had been on a tear.
Scored by number 11, Taryn Bauer.
Let's see if we got any assists.
Assisted by number 3, Gavin Sweeney.
Gavin Sweeney, who
Yeah.
his mom Nicole was saying hello to us before the game there. She is a longtime friend of mine, formerly worked.
Was she the one standing right next to us?
Yes, she was. So shout out to her son for getting an assist on that play.
Well, there you go. But I tell you, I was watching Bauer warm up, and he was intense. And, on a night when his big brother was doing the anthem, he was striking. All right, goes behind the cage, ricochets into the corner. A good fight for it is on. One for the moment by Eau Claire, where it goes up past the half wall and out. Big lifted shot goes diagonally all the way into Doyle's pads, and it ricochets out and down. Fight is on for it, but we had a touch, so no icing it'll be, and everybody was close enough anyway. 4:44 on the clock. It's 1-0 on the strength of that Bauer goal just a minute and a half ago.
Now Manchester trying to find a way to get out of the zone. Lancer's doing a heck of a job, and finally it does cross and into the neutral zone it goes.
Yeah, the Kings looking a bit on their heels right now. Maybe juggle some lineups and see what kind of chemistry you can engineer if you are Coach Jeremy Baker. He said he's in his 4th year, and it's co-op hockey, and finally they're getting their chemistry they need, and that's the way that kind of co-op thing can evolve, right, Kyle?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously this is my 7th year doing hockey here in Manchester, and what Coach Eric Fisher did for Central for a while there with Aiden Kelly and Owen Kelly, and
without a doubt,
what we've been able to see over the past few years, it's great to see the city coming together for one hockey club.
And Bauer rockets down the ice yet again, gets to the goal mouth, dumps one in, can't get it in, but he has a confident air about him right now. Like he is assistant captain, but he's owning the ice right now as Valkanis has to go back and collect it. And he dumps it off.
Pass just go a little too far, and now this is a good job by Londonderry going the other way quickly.
One of those seeing eye pucks. As a goalie myself, you get a screen. Sometimes that puck is 2 feet away from where you believe it might be after the read. This one trickles below the goal line, back to the dasher boards, and a fight for it ensues in our near corner here. We're right on top of the action here at Delta Dental Arena. Good stuff. And here comes Reynolds. And that one finds its way. Roberge has been tested often and quickly and relentlessly by this Lancers attack.
Yeah, they're not set with just having a 1-goal lead. They are looking for more, but Cam has certainly been ready, and, well, see what they bring here with, looks like a set plan here, but Manchester has sniffed that one out.
Boy, Callahan wearing number 4 at defense line there, sophomore defenseman for Londonderry. Watch his skating tonight, folks. He's a smooth skater, turns beautifully, stays square on those blades, and this kid can play.
Well, looks like it's going to be Luke Vadas, Cameron Eau Claire, as well as Ty Adams out here for the Kings.
And he goes up against Fitzgerald right there. Fight for it is on. It goes north of the blue line, and the speedy Fitzgerald carries it away, rockets that shot to the center of the pillows, and it goes out to the corner. Robert steers it away safely for the moment, but Londonderry maintains control. Centering pass goes through and all the way through to the opposite board. That draws a whistle at 2:08.
And we're going to get looks like a cross check.
Yep. Or a cross check or a hook. It's cross check. Good eyes, Kyle.
And this is going to go on Ty Adams.
Yeah, Adams going to the bin.
Who really kind of made an attempt to cherry pick and get the puck down low, and had to play defense coming back on a 2-on-1 that the Kings had done a good job on. But with 2:08 remaining, it's going to be a long end of this first period here for the Kings if they can kill this off.
Well, here we go. They get the drop to the Lancers. Carrying it away with it quickly is Callahan. That one finds its way up into the ropes behind there in the Delta Dental Arena.
Adams for cross-checking.
Certainly a colder night here in this rink than we did had at the JFK for sure. Is a lot more.
By about 5 degrees, it feels like.
You can see all the coaches from Manchester with winter hats on here.
But they're ripping some good music. Whoa, that is a great collect off the draw. Wow, getting it on the tape. Brendan Fitzgerald skates across the goal mouth, gets himself a power play goal only 14 seconds in.
Yeah, that was a tough one off the draw. He just had a great angle on it and was able to just send that past Roberge. And the Lancers, you can see him, he's giving some love to his fans here below us. And now a 2-0 deficit here for the Kings. And still plenty of time to go, but you can't allow too many more goals or this going to be quite a deficit.
Londonderry goal scored by number 8, Brendan Fitzgerald. Assisted by number 18, Nick Bishop.
And there's that good line.
Fitzgerald from Bishop.
Well, I tell you, I talked to Coach Bears in the lobby earlier, and nice fella, the nice coaching staff, and he said he feels like whoever works the hardest from the opening whistle is going to win this game tonight, and Londonderry certainly has worked that hard, Kyle.
Yeah, both goals are kind of just nice snipes that we're able to get through. And
yep.
You're seeing that their defense is really making it difficult, and Tessier was trying to get a rebound there, and now Parsons will have to escape back and try it again.
All right, Brady Bell with some ferocious back checking right there to dislodge that and change the rhythm. Kings, that's it. They can't get into any rhythm right now because of the back checking and some forechecking. That's hard work is what it is. Coach Bear is all over it.
Under 50 seconds to go, and
yep.
Now we'll see Lancers.
And here comes Leon. He's a fast skater. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he's quick. He's limber. He's wearing number 6 right there. 35 seconds remaining, and yet another threat in front of Roberge. He can't get that one. That one doesn't get through to him this time, but, boy, he's seen a lot of action. And right in front of him, too, Kyle.
Yeah, it's certainly a different Londonderry team than we saw back on December 17th versus Trinity. It seems like they have been able to prosper and grow. And, well, 10 seconds to go. See if the Kings can get something going.
Not a 1-on-4.
Well, a penalty will be called.
Yeah, a slash right there.
And, wow, look at this. 8 seconds to go. And the Kings will take this for sure, as sitting in the box is none other than Gavin Sweeney. I don't know if his mom's going to be as proud of him for that.
You jinxed him.
She was the assist.
You jinxed him.
We'll have to get a word on that at the intermission break. Oh, face off. Got a little Jethro Tull going on.
Listen to you, the Yaz flutes, right?
Very
Ron
much.
Burgundy. Okay.
Grammy Award winner for Best Metal Act in the first time that that was given at the Grammys, beating Metallica.
Go. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Exciting if you're wearing white tonight. The first 15 is in the books. Londonderry scored off. They had 2 scores, one with 5:42 remaining, courtesy of Taryn Bauer. And then a few minutes later on that power play, courtesy of Fitzgerald. Really nice lift right into the upper shelf. Exciting first period. They're going to take 10. We're going to do the same. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television here at Delta Dental. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the other side, folks. And welcome back to Delta Dental Arena in Hooksett, New Hampshire, folks, where Manchester Public Television is presenting a doubleheader. Not in the same arena of boys D1 NHIAA hockey, and the Londonderry Lancers home ice has been good to them as they got started. They're at a 2-goal spread over the visiting Manchester Co-op Kings. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, along for the second period. Sheet of ice is smooth as glass and looking fast.
Yeah,
say that 10 times fast.
We're going to leave you to that, Rich.
I'll do my best.
And now the goal comes off its moorings here, and with a minute 30 remaining on this 5-on-4 for the Kings, it is crucial for them to tie this game up and get back to, and not looking like they're asleep here. That's what I feel like we felt about this team and through the first 15 minutes is they were not playing as fast as we expected them to come out here after having a week off.
Well, the refrain in that song that we just heard the intro to is Tweezer by Fish. And they say, step into the freezer.
Well, that's what we are in right now.
There we go.
Sure.
It is cold in here. Anyway, it wasn't freezing if you're wearing white off the strength of an early goal by Taryn Bauer, and then a really nice lifted goal on a power play by Brendan Fitzgerald got us to 2-0, and they're about to kill off the power play that we exited the first period with.
Well, still a minute to go on the 5-on-4, and the Kings are...
I'm sorry, I couldn't see it through the mesh on the far end. My bad, folks.
Good save right there by Doyle, and we'll get a whistle
Good
here.
Good save by you on my miscue.
I was confused, but the netting here is certainly doing a number on our vision and through the camera. We're trying our best here, but I can't zoom in all that well because it goes out of focus. So either way, the Kings will get a face-off down there in the Londonderry zone with their road cream-colored shirts.
Vegas Gold.
Vegas Gold, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, they're good-looking unis, I think.
I agree with you fully on that. And
this baby goes all the way down the ice at 13:46 in our second. Kings are down 2-0. Got to do something. You don't want to rush, but you got to start being a little more authoritative, assertive. And that's a good way to get it going there. Finds the stick of the waiting McLaughlin. He launches that one up and over the goal, manned by Justin Doyle.
And it looks like the Lancers are going to be 5-on-3 here with another penalty on Londonderry. So we'll see if the Kings are able to capitalize right here.
Just throw a shot in, get it frozen.
Off the post right there, and now we will get a whistle. But for only 6 seconds, will it be 5-on-3? And we'll see who is called for the penalty here.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Waiting to see. The door finally opens.
And it's Leon going to the box.
And that's a big penalty right there. So Manchester is able to win this faceoff and capitalize here and keep at least a 5-on-4 for another. It'd be minute 54.
There you go. That was one when I was coaching lacrosse. I would just have somebody chuck it on net. Wow, there's a beautiful rip. A whistling wrister shot from the top of the left slot at 13:05. And Frank Tessier gets on the board. We've been waiting for him to bust loose, Kyle.
Yeah, for sure. And unfortunately, he was 1 second off from that being a power play goal on the 5-on-3. So far, it's still up there. So maybe there finally it does come off. And, well, either way, we got a one-goal game here and still plenty of time for the Kings to keep this momentum going and try to add more here in the second period.
Well, number 10, we were talking in the first period with our audience that Tessier is just a relentless player, and he's got to be part of any kind of comeback. Every time I see him, and I said it earlier, I call him ubiquitous. He is just everywhere. He's fast, he's tough, he checks, and he can shoot. That was a beautiful shot.
Johnny Nazora with the assist on that. So
yep,
the two fastest players on the ice, at least for Manchester, are able to get things going here, and just what Baker and company wanted the Kings to do.
Well, and I referred to Nasura earlier also as ubiquitous, and the two of them got to be that pairing right now and lead their team onward and upward if they're going to get back into this game and stay in it and take home the win to Manchester.
Well,
this one goes all the way down.
Gear, even though K Tripp was going to get there in time. Kind of a bummer right there, but with still 12:09 remaining in the second, we'll go 175 feet down in front of us or a faceoff.
What's his big brother's name who's playing college
Mac
lacrosse?
Tripp, who is
Mac
here
Tripp.
as well.
Oh, is he here?
He is here. He's actually got to practice after this.
Good for him. All right, his little brother tries to chip one into the zone. Can't do it for now, and it goes back the other way. Stuck for a moment between the blue lines. Coming up with it in traffic is Carroll. Oh, looking to create is Reynolds. He gets top of the slot. Nice job by getting a stick in there by Tyler Canton. We've seen him do that for years, Kyle. What a beautiful move by Tripp to get it over the outstretched stick. Off and doing. It's off back to Londonderry. They got a 3-on-2 for the moment. Nice job with the reach by Ty Adams right there. some senior guys on the fence line here who know their stuff, their season. They got great IQ, Kyle.
Yeah, it's a big spot here for the Kings to not allow any more.
They got to get this out of the zone.
And that will go for an icing, though.
It goes up. Well, no, it went up into the net before they called
interesting.
That. Yeah, it just skirted the lower inch or so of the twine that's over the glass here. Good thing they got the twine right here because people are right up against it. You won't see any of those souvenir pucks like we saw in JFK just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, that was a lot of souvenirs there tonight.
I had one whistle by my chin a couple games ago. I'm an old lacrosse goalie, so I appreciate my face masks.
Well, Nazora coming in.
Yep, he's stuck in the corner for a moment, draws a whistle.
And what is this going to be here?
Yeah, we got a hook.
Is Londonderry going to the box for the third time in...
I think they're whistling up Callahan. Yeah, they sure are. The big fella goes off, and that is. They got a hat trick of penalties.
What a wild 4 minutes of action here in the second period. And now Manchester, who is able to capitalize on one of the power plays. We'll see if they can do it again. Backhander. I don't know if that ever got through.
Did not. It goes to the corner. That's a really nice play right there by Fitzgerald. Nice diagonal pass picked up briefly by McLaughlin, looking to create. Now they get their spacing. That one finds its way. Oh, and it ricochets off the back and into the back of the net on the other side of the net if you're Manchester. And there's a seeing eye puck that goes off of, oh boy, it looks like that caught Cade Tripp. Excuse me.
Off the post again.
Yeah, he's hurting. And screaming onto the ice in relief comes Ryan Boylan. That one finds Roberge's pads and out. They can't even set up shop at the moment. They got to. Oh, boy. Everybody clogging it up. Good job there by Varani. He's a talented forward. Does a good job on the penalty kill as well. 56 seconds left in the penalty to Callahan. And the Kings are not able to get in rhythm here.
Yeah, puck just kind of ricocheted off the stick here, and they're still able to keep possession, but still not a good shot on net so far.
Well, Canton tried to feed the slot, nothing doing. McLaughlin couldn't control it, couldn't convert. Now a little bit of TOP, time of possession here on this one. Ooh, going right under the outstretched twig. Can't get through. And Londonderry finally able to exit the zone, trying to manufacture a mini 2-on-1, nothing doing. Now we got 3-on-1. It's all about spacing right here. That one off the chest protector and ricocheted back. 9:06 on the clock, down to 3-2-1 on this PK for Londonderry. And back we go, 5-on-5.
And well, they've killed 2 of the 3 so far, which is sometimes a victory in itself. I know your moral victories are still not a...
No, that's an actual victory. When you kill off a penalty or a man-down situation, we call it in lacrosse, yeah, you know, it's something special. You practice this. You practice 2-man down all the time and rotations and zone formations, and Londonderry was pretty good rhythm right there.
Now, for the first time, Londonderry having some TOP in this end of the ice.
Yeah, nice poke away right there by Sloper. Really nice use of the stick to dislodge that one. Stays in the zone, which was good for the Kings, and they're able to corral that down in the corner. Nope, it almost exits the zone. Big hit by Callahan just out of the box. Looking for maybe a little payback on Valakanis. He chips it into the corner. The chase is on. We got a big hit from behind. Ouch, by Vadis.
Unfortunately, Vadis is going to go to the box
He's
here.
He's going delayed penalty coming.
Goaltender's out, so it's a 6-on-5.
Boy, that one just skirted right by Roberge, outstretched stick. Everybody's got to tag up if you're Londonderry right now, and it's a good poke away right there to finally freeze that puck at the 7:36 Mark, we've had a bunch of penalties, 5 of them in pretty quick succession here, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, 7:36 remaining in this second, and this is really the fourth penalty of the period. Yes, there was the Sweeney penalty was very late in the first, but it still accounted for the start of the second period here. And now for the Lancers, already leading 2-1, they would love to get back a 2-goal lead.
Absolutely. Turnovers and staying out of the box, to the coaching cardinal rules that turn coaches' hairs gray. I can tell you that, Kyle. I said it last night. It's not genetics. It's turnovers and penalties. All right, well, that cross-checking results in a 2-minute trip to the sin bin right here. Half a minute of it is gone already. Oh, that's a big long look and a big wrister from Callahan. He was almost looking Roberge off to his own left, and Roberge is right. Number 35 in net. Big fella did not bite.
A great skating there by Nazara.
Not a doubt. Okay, with some serious speed comes Varani. He gets diagonally from slot to slot. He's got the puck back in the corner right now. Fans on it briefly, gets it to the top of the shop, and they'll set up under the blue line right there. That's good spacing right there. Good defense. Nice job by McLaughlin forcing the issue. Ooh, and that one goes right into Roberge's stick. Ricochets, and guess who's there? Varani had been working hard on that sequence, and he took the garbage off the ricochet and banged it home. Big goal for number 17.
There's pretty goals, and then there's goals like that just kind of work to your advantage, and the Lancers will take what they can get. Another power play goal. That's 2 in the game here, and now they are back to a 2-goal lead, leading things 3-1 with 6:31 remaining in this second period.
Classic ricochet. Not ricochet. Classic dump in off the save. Roberge made a good save, couldn't get that one steered out.
Londonderry goal scored by number 17, Luca Varani, assisted by number 18, Nick Bishop.
Yeah, that Bishop Varani.
Brendan Fitzgerald.
Yeah, you get the whole line right there.
Yeah, you do, and that's obviously a big one right there, and just unfortunate for Cam. Just had to just hit a bad spot.
Yeah, just ricocheted off that chest protector and out. As a goalie, I feel for you, kid. All right, here comes Tripp looking to create. The big fella, he gets down. Nice little disruptive poke right there at the last second by Lazaro to disrupt Tripp's rhythm. And here comes a speeding Tucker Reynolds, and he gets all the way to the goal mouth, and he puts one on the pillows of Roberge. A little bit of a mini fracas ensues as the clock stopped with 5:54 in the second period.
Well, Frank didn't appreciate his stick kind of getting popped out of his hand there. And, we'll get a
as long as it didn't break, right?
Full sail line change here. Ty Adams coming out here, as well as Tyler Canton.
Well, McLaughlin goes to the dot for the Kings. Tees up against Brady Bell. Kings win it initially. It's stuck in the neutral zone right now as the speeding McLaughlin chases. Lifted into the neutral zone and back. Kings control it for the moment. Hard charging, good checking up. Forechecking right there by Brady Bell to not allow Kings any momentum. A little bit of a dump and chase is on. Who's going to get there first? It ricochets off the half wall right there, and back to Londonderry we go. That finds its way all the way to Roberge. He's got to get the squeeze and the freeze at 5:15 at Delta Dental. It's 3-1 Lancers.
Well, it's been a great 2025-26 winter season so far, as Manchester Public Television has been able to do a lot of basketball and hockey here, and we look forward to a doubleheader today, but a tripleheader next Wednesday night, as we will have the girls Manchester team for the first time. We have not seen them this year, Rich.
Yeah.
And then we have
oh, boy. Boy, that bouncing biscuit is all kinds of trouble right there, and Roberge has to sit on it yet again. It's kind of like broken record for him right now.
Yeah, he's doing all he can, and I got to say, the helmet's pretty awesome that he's got going on here for Manchester, but
boy, that one gets off of the left leather right there. Yeah, I didn't get an up-close look at his helmet. What's unique about it?
I just really like the color scheme. Oh, nice save right there.
Yeah, very.
And often on the sides are the logos. So
I like it. And he's got to
wow,
catch
what
this
a
one.
catch
Can he
right
get it set
there.
down? No. Boy, he looked like Thurman Munson on that one, leaning hard left. Roberge, he's got frustration in his body language right now.
Well,
I think
you know how it is. Your team has only put up one goal, and you want the action to go on the other side of the ice, and it just hasn't worked out.
And it's nonstop in his face. Here it comes again. That one goes wide to his right. Our camera's left, and back to the corner we go. Ricochet off the half wall to make that thing exit the zone. Going through and with some speed as Eau Claire tries to get to corner in order to create. He's run down quickly by Leon. Kind of rubbed off his route right there. Wow, lifting it up high and quickly was Nasura.
Still a battle going on here, and now Londonderry will take the puck and, ooh, very close to.
Yeah, getting everybody offside, but Valkanis able to kind of slow that pace down a bit there so he allowed his fellas to exit. All right, we're at 3:48 and counting. Londonderry on the strength of a couple of recent a recent power play goal. This one goes all the way down into the goal mouth. Ricochets out. Roberge is actually able to kick that one to safety, and up the ice goes Tessier. And he lifts it as he rounds the corner, gets some twig underneath that puck that was starting to knuckle, and he just lifted it top shelf, and everything everything but the water bottle went flying. That was a classic Tessier goal, was it not?
Absolutely. Just used his speed, made a move like he was going to cut right, went left around the defenseman, and just was able to see an angle to shoot that puck past Doyle. And now 3:31, a lot of threes up on the board, and either way, it's going to be a heck of a third period here, Rich, to continue with the threes.
Well, we were saying just a while ago that number 10 had to elevate, and he sure has.
I'll tell you, that was not a way to elevate for Londonderry.
Nope.
They're able to get away with what should have been a 2-on-1 for the Kings.
I hadn't seen Tessier go coast to coast like that in quite a while. Looked great.
And
all right, we get yet another whistle. Looked like another slash, maybe.
It will be, and who is this against? His referee looks like he's going for Callahan again.
Going to the box yet again. Yeah, it is. It's Callahan. That's his third penalty of the game.
Unbelievable right here. And this is, they've been able to escape two of the power plays, and now have to do it for the third for just in this period.
Yeah, 4 penalties in this period alone. Incredible. Oh, lifted up by Canton. That stays inside under the nets. And Canton risks it again. And now they're putting some heat on Justin Doyle, and he's having to make a lot of movement, a lot of saves.
That was a good 18 seconds for the Kings here. 2:50 remaining in the period. And Londonderry is going to quickly change out 2 of its penalty killers.
Yeah, in comes Michael Bell. We saw him make a couple of good plays earlier. And Gavin Carroll, who's a good forward, but also a good specialist as well. Wow, what a quick lift in traffic right there.
Oh, what a save right there.
Huge save by Doyle, excuse me, folks. 2:36, 1:25 remaining on this power play for the Kings. Finally able to set up shop right there is McLaughlin, but good job rubbing him off the route by Bauer.
And just no one there. Tessier was going on the other side of the ice, and now he's going to.
And we're ticking down to 1 minute even on the power play here for the Kings. Finally, McLaughlin has it. He's looking to get inside the zone and does. Nice poke away right there by Bell.
Now Roberge will come out, and Tessier is going to stay on the ice here. This is a long 2 minutes here for him, but he's trying to get this hat trick.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, that one finds the tape of the waiting Nasura. He couldn't hang on to it. And we're down to 40 left in this power play. Kings in the last couple sequences have been unable to set up shop and go to work. Oh, that was a beautiful centering pass at the bottom of the slot. Unable to connect right there.
Now a 2-on-1 for the Lancers.
That is a great backhanded pass, and wow, Canton, full speed ahead. It looked like a human bowling ball going into the wall right there. 16 seconds left on the power play. Good job on the kill lately by the Lancers. And taking it away is Varani, got that beautiful goal just a while ago. And he's looking to dangerous. He is dangerous, folks. He got to the bottom of the slot with the backhanded feed from Fitzgerald, just couldn't put that one away. And a big hit this time from Fitzgerald, who's letting it all hang out as we hit the 1 minute mark. Penalties all done. It's 3-2 here at Delta Dental in favor of the home ice Lancers, looking to move up the standings.
Wow, what a great sequence of events right there. Coming out of the box, a big hit right there. And really for the Kings, a missed opportunity right there to tie up this game. But this faceoff will come down in the Lancer zone and, take the energy from Freddie Mercury and see what can happen here.
51 ticks on the clock in our second period. Again, Londonderry up 3-2. Kind of a log jam. They sit at 9th in the standings, and Manchester sits at the 6th spot in the standings. It's a 10-team tournament. You just want to hack your way in. Wow, going to net is Reynolds. And down to the squeeze and freeze goes Roberge. Once again, he has seen a lot of action 2 feet in front of his face. And we'll see a drop to the dot to his left and to our camera's right.
Kings weren't even all ready there. They were trying to set something up, and Ty Adams and company were discussing things about what to do.
We definitely have some Lancer fans or something who have warmer blankets than I do. Oh, this one hops up and knuckles away. And wow, plucking it out of the air, and this one exits the zone, gets between the neutrals, and back to the tag up we go. If you're wearing white, it goes to corner where Ty Adams corrals it for the moment, mired at the half wall, and it'll stay there for the moment. 8-7-6, we tick down out of the second. And that'll be all she wrote for period number 2 here at Delta Dental. That was an exciting period. You had everything. You had goal scoring. You had breakaways. You had penalties. We had everything but a fight.
We had power play goals from both teams.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be, like I said, a interesting third period here.
Set up beautifully, huh?
It really is a one-goal game in the last one as we were in the third period, and looks like we're going to be having another chance for some excitement here in the final 15.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay, after 2, we got 2 in the books. Again, it is the Lancers 3 and the Kings 2. They're taking 12. We're going to do the same. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey bringing you all the action. Should be a great period number 3 on Manchester Public Television. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Here comes our third period here at Delta Dental Arena. We've watched an excellent game between the Manchester Kings visiting the Londonderry Lancers. Lancers are up 3-2 after 2, and that was a busy second period here. Kyle Heavey, Rich McDonough. I'm Rich McDonough. That's Kyle Heavey. That was a busy second period, Kyle.
Oh, absolutely was. And Frank Tessier had himself a great 15 with getting 2 goals, but it's the Lancers who have the upper hand right now. And now with they face off coming down next to Cam Roberge, the Kings got to be careful.
Yeah, and Varani, I was watching him skate. He looks ready. He got himself a goal earlier. Big number 17 right there. Dangerous line with Varani, Fitzgerald, and Bishops for sure, and they have done a lot of damage tonight. But, hey, the Kings willed themselves back into the contest. It was a study in determination, I think, Kyle.
Yeah, it was a 2-0 game, 3-1, and now 3-2. So it's really just can you get that tying goal that will really help yourself out. And for the Lancers, you know what you got to do. Just get one more and really kind of
salt it away.
Yep. Time is running low.
We saw 4 penalties in rapid succession in that period. Rare that we've seen that at the high school level so far. 3 of them went by the Lancers and resulted in each team getting a power play goal.
Yeah, Mike Tooth, one of the referees, they've noticed a lot of slashes here, and they've mostly been called against the Lancers, so they got to be careful to not have any more of those.
Just as long as nobody slashes my tires in the parking lot. I got a 40-minute drive.
That's true, and no one likes that.
No, that's for sure. All right, this one skirts through the entire neutral zone, finds the tape of Parsons, who's retreating.
I know your job is to get in front of the puck on shots, but boy, some of these look like they cannot feel nice. And unfortunately, that falls off the stick.
Yeah, nothing feels like that. As I said to our folks here listening, I played lacrosse goalie in college and all through high school and Maryland club, you name it. And that hurts. That frozen puck really hurts. I've been between the hockey pipes too. And it takes a special kind of madman to be there.
For sure. And now we're going to get an offsides. I believe it might have nicked the referee there. I'm not sure. But
I got to say, the DJ here is giving us some good rangy music here as we listen to Chuck Berry, huh?
Chuck Berry to Rolling Stones. It's been a
Devo.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, didn't get enough Chuck, but this one gets chucked down the ice, finds its way into Roberge, and he's got to squeeze it and freeze it at the 12:50 mark. 3-2 it remains, and he's going to see yet another drop.
And this time it's going to go to the other side. It's going to go to his stick side, which has been the area that Londonderry has attacked for sure, especially on the power play. And neutral zone turnover here, but able to get it back for a moment.
And I tell you what, Londonderry, you can live by it, you can die by it. They're crowding every puck with at least 3 people. That one finds its way into the leather right there, kicked aside by Doyle, who's had a pretty good game back there. Both goalies, yeah, sure, it's 3-2, but both goalies have made some dynamite saves.
Absolutely, and only going to get more from here as we still have 12 minutes remaining. And
beautiful tape pass to Gavin Sweeney, who's got it. Takes out a big hard hit from Adams in the corner.
Unfortunately, he's had friends on Pinkerton that have beaten him up, and now the Kings are saying hello to him as well. And he will go take a seat on the bench as it looks like he might be in a little bit of pain here on that collision.
And the diverse music continues as we get another dose of fish. I'm an old fish
Trey
head.
Anastasio is, they're still very well in selling out the SNHU Arena for 3 days straight last summer.
They were our house band when I was bartending in Burlington 1,000 years ago.
Oh, is this going to be called?
Nope,
arms
nothing.
Up in the air.
Yeah, but his skates just gave way underneath him. Callahan is not going to get that one. He's looking for some payback right now. Almost gets it on the wrong end, but here comes the talented Varani looking to skate and create. Does almost. And it goes bottom of the slot. Roberge has to turn aside another one as we hit the 11:30 remaining mark. Eau Claire trying to make an impact. He's a first-year player wearing number 8 out there. And Roberge has to do it again. Boy, it has been over and again for him tonight, Kyle.
It certainly has. And now we're line changes for both teams. Got a whole entire 9-player baseball team out there.
Yeah, it looked
right
like
now.
School just got out.
It really did. It was. I mean, we're looking at right now 8:30 p.m. on this Wednesday, the 21st of January.
My dog's going to be wondering where the heck is dinner. I tell you, Kyle, we were walking around and talking to some of the folks here. This Delta Dental Arena, it's a great little venue. Don't you love it?
I really do. I mean, it scared me earlier when I realized that the Mountain Kings were working out.
Uh-oh.
And what? Full array of players falling left and right.
Yeah, Tessier stepped on a stick.
That's unfortunate right there. It looked like he had a couple steps ahead of the defenseman.
And Gavin Carroll, number 2, is in the corner. He's got to play without his stick, and Tessier golfs that one down to the ice. They got some action from the right wing, and they're trying to take advantage of a stickless player. And Carroll, and he finally gets over to the bench and gets a sub. 10:30 on the clock.
And now helping his teammate out with getting that stick off the ice, and really losing the stick kind of helped him out a little bit with Tessier falling to the ice. So,
well, double-edged sword sometimes. But back to the drop we go. Face-off occurs to Doyle's right. Stays in the zone right there. Stays in the circle for all that, man. But, good poke free. Nice job coming over and rotating by Sloper. Goes behind the cage. Sloper's open. No! Can't get it on the tape. And off go the Lancers. And they've got a head of steam. They've got 3-on-3 right now.
He's going to hate looking at the replay of that, as he had a great chance. And the guy who's opened the season up with a goal just was not able to.
Did he open up the season with a goal?
He did, so that's why it was cool to see the first-year player getting a goal to start things off, and he certainly would have gotten a great one there.
It's only the second time I've seen them live all season. I've seen some video, but they're important. They're really looking for some help from the refs, wondering what's going on.
Well, face-off will come.
Yeah, they might have said hand pass. I was looking to the right. The trailing ref called that one. 9:48. We are under 10. It's a one-goal game at 3-2. And this is exciting. Both teams want to advance up the pack. That one elevates quickly, gets denied out in front.
Oh, here's some speed. Tries to make a move, and unable to.
Nice defense by Bauer. He started off the scoring for Londonderry tonight on an excellent move. This one goes up the dasher board and through, carrying it away for the moment is Bishop. He's looking to create. Hasn't got the puck, though. He got to have the rock to create. And it stays in the zone for Londonderry. They all got to tag up briefly, but it goes back to the back line for the fellas in Vegas Gold. Oh, look at the wheels coming down the ice. Nice skating right there by Valakanis, indeed.
Oh, just couldn't get it through the
ricocheted. But good spacing right there for the defense by Londonderry, and a real nice poke away by Valakanis as Varani was looking to set sail.
Battle of 17s right there. Now just players going down left and right.
And it's frozen underneath. I believe that's Varani down in the face down on the ice right there. It is. He gets back up and exits the zone through the neutral and through and into. We're going to have a trip right there. That is going to be a trip on Ethan Leon, and yet another Londonderry Lancer penalty is about to ensue.
I believe this is his second time to the box as well, Rich.
It sure is. He had a trip earlier.
A lot of returning players to the box here.
And now we get cheap trick.
Well, that was a cheap trick that he just pulled to try to get that trip.
I served you that one up too easily.
I appreciate that.
8:20. All right, at 8:29, we've got a 2-minute penalty coming up. A real big opportunity for the Kings, but this one squirts away from Canton, and steaming down the ice comes Carroll. Good job getting back by Tessier.
At 8:29, that's Leon for tripping at 8:29.
Oh, forgot the puck, big fella. Then back inside it goes, and Callahan's just going to chew some clock right there. Throws it off of Roberge in the crease right there. Losing his stick. Another Londonderry player lost his stick. It's Bauer this time. So they're going to play with 3.5, if you will. This is a big opportunity, big chance right now for the Kings. They just got to take care of the puck.
In front, and my goodness.
They're trying to exploit Bauer without that stick right now, so they're going to hunt him down. It's all about positioning right now. Boy, on the tape. Unbelievable. Cade Tripp couldn't get that one going, and he's down on the ice jostling with Callahan as the puck gets frozen at the 1:04 remaining in the power play. 7:33 on the clock.
Halfway through this third, and I have to take a deep breath there, Rich, as that was a lot to take in. And shout out to you for being able to call that as much as we could, waiting for that to possibly go in. And
whoa, big wind-up right there by, Canton, and that can't go in. But up into the twine above the stadium we go here. And, boy, this has been a good push by the Kings right now, Kyle.
Yeah, they certainly want to get this. 58 seconds left in this 5-on-4, and the face-offs are being won left and right. It's just a matter of can they get one past Doyle.
All right, Canton puts on the brakes, redirects it, trying to set up shop, taking it all the way, carrying it all the way behind the cage. Good job right there as Nasura gets it to the half wall. It's stuck on the dasher board for the moment and back out. A good backhanded sweep by Fitzgerald goes all the way down the ice. That'll kill off some more time. Only 30 seconds with which to work for the Kings on this power play.
And deflected, but it still managed to get to the Kings and close to being offsides.
All right, getting inside is Sloper. He's looking to set up shop and does so. Caroms it off at the half wall right there. Big lift into traffic by Tessier. That finds its way all the way into Doyle. and we've got 16 seconds left on that power play. And it's been a good push again right here, Kyle. There's some good energy if you're wearing Vegas gold right now.
Absolutely, and now we'll see what this next line of players can do to try to get this power play goal, and we'll see what Luke Vadas and Cameron O'Clair can do. As also going to change out some defensemen. It looks like Parsons will be out there.
And Vadas locks up against Michael Bell. Goes to the corner. The Kings have it, but they have precious little time in this power play to do something with it. Dangerous time is the last 5 seconds, or right after the 5 seconds, right after it expires. Whoa! And a seeing eye puck goes low and wide, just wide of Doyle's pads. And down to the ice we go, carrying away. Good traffic pickoff by Bell, and he exits the zone, goes through the zone, and now he looks to set up shop of his own at the top of the slot. Lifts one up onto Roberge, who defied that one and steered it away as we hit the 6-minute mark here at Delta Dental. 3-2 remaining, the lead for the Lancers. Big hit right there far side by Valakanas.
Yeah, that was close to being right by the stanchion, so that was certainly dangerous, and that's certainly not a place you want to be with you know,
those things height.
I mean, sore shoulders could certainly be a factor here on hits like that. But either way, Kings putting some pressure on here right below us.
Yeah, nice checking by Nasur to disrupt everything. Unable to get any momentum as Callahan. He's got to throw it across the entire rink, and he's got it back in the corner right now. And here, you can see the pressure. McLaughlin is turning up the heat. And he's fighting a good battle right now in the checking zone there. He's joined in there by Nasura. They have flexed that muscle. It's stuck on a skate right now. They're looking to pry it loose. Get out a can opener, fellas. Get her loose. Pretty good lift right there by Nasura, but it stays with Londonderry. They whale it down the ice, and that thing had some serious pace on it, and it becomes an icing at the 5:04 remaining in the third mark. Wow. Pretty amazing few sequences there, Kyle.
For sure, we haven't gotten the shot totals here in this matchup as it's on the other side of the ice, and we just aren't able to get around there in time. But it seems like the Kings have been out shooting the Lancers, especially here in this third period, and just one goal is all it takes for either team to really feel comfortable. With the Lancers, they would just need one, and they're going to have a big lead. For the Kings, it's just that tying goal.
Oh, nice. Up the slot and down. Whoa! I'll tell you what, Tessier had a wide open net for the moment. Tried to get it on his backhand. Couldn't get a full swing at it. But that was a great looking feed and almost closed that one out by number 10. And he's waiting to his right side right there as his line mate McLaughlin goes to the dot. Good fight by Fitzgerald right there to evade everybody. Beautiful, goes right through Meggs. Boy, that was a wonderful piece of puck handling right there, Kyle. How about that?
That was a sensational move that got past one defenseman and just was able to send it on net, and Roberge was up to the task there, but now a face-off will come, and Londonderry will win it.
All right, Varani wins that briefly, goes to corner, sails around, up the dasher board. Stayed in, kept in nicely into the zone right there by Londonderry. Bouncing around underneath of the blue. Now we're into the neutral and off to the races we go. And it's Nasura skating hard right now. And there's that hard work message from Coach Bears. Both teams really working hard right now.
And sent down deep, just kind of losing the puck. Not really exactly what he was hoping to do was
Leon.
Will Sloper, but still got the puck down low. But now Lancers are trying to make something happen here.
Leon is all over the ice right now. Just golfs it to the corner, gets some fresh legs on for Coach Bears, and down the stretch we go. We are under 4 minutes now, folks. 1-goal lead in favor of the Lancers. Time for the fellas in Vegas Gold to put on hit the accelerator.
I mean, Cam Roberge has been pretty quiet here. We haven't had to say his name too much, but now,
wow, big hit in the corner right there. Couldn't see the backside of the number. It was I expect nothing else out of Cade Tripp. Very physical player. Golfed inside. Nice job looking by Ty Adams. Can't find the net, but creative. And Adams has to retreat and go get it. just zings it off the glass so it gets into the neutral zone. 3:10 on the clock now.
Kay Tripp with a little bit of a extracurricular shove to the head, showing him where the ice is.
I expect nothing else. All right, Leon is playing some lights-out hockey right now. He's all over the ice as number 6, making things happen. Golfing it back in as Callahan goes to the far side dasher board, doesn't exit the zone, and picking it up in traffic is Bishop. Hey, and he turns the corner. Holy cow. Boy, that happened in a hurry, and I don't think anybody was expecting that.
A bouncing puck is able to help the Lancers, and now with just 2:46 remaining, they're going to give little fist pumps here and look to get this victory here. As they just a shock. It wasn't really that fast of a shot. It just was a bounce there, and the next thing you know, it gets past Roberge, and now a little La Bamba here was might be the victory song here for the Lancers, for all we know.
Londonderry goal scored by number 17, Luca Varani, his second of the evening. Assisted by number 18, Nick Bishop, and number 8, Brendan Fitzgerald.
Well, that line again, Rich.
It's a duplicate.
Really is. It's impressive to see what they were able to do. And now time not on the Kings' side and obviously not on the right side.
Oh, my goodness. They did it again. They did it again. So on goals number 3 and 4 for Londonderry, 17, 18, and 8. 17, 18, and 8. Repeat performance, and there they are again. And I think we can safely say that it's the bus has been started, Kyle.
Yeah, the fans are starting to head towards the exit, and the Lancers are going to get a victory here on this Wednesday night. And, boy, it's a third period. We're hoping for a tying goal. Instead has gone the opposite way. And now a 3-goal lead with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And now we're going to get a penalty for a slash on the Lancers.
Well, and the strength of goals, 32
or
seconds
is it?
apart.
We'll see. It might be against Kay Tripp.
That's Tripp. He's going into the bin.
Wow, that's kind of more of a frustration penalty right there.
Without a doubt.
And he takes a seat there. And, well, with just 2:01 remaining in this contest, we'll see if Londonderry – do we have a hat trick yet from Veroni? Or is he?
No, he's got 2
close?
goals. He's got 2 goals and an assist.
We'll see if. Oh my goodness, that came close to hitting everyone on the Manchester bench.
Well, I'll tell you, Londonderry looking out. They've got to play it home ice. They've got number 2 Pinkerton, and then Rice Memorial. Always a big game, interstate, and then they're at number 5 BG. Tough road ahead for the Lancers, and they, get one, steal one, and you move up the ladder, and you just want to be in the hunt come tournament time.
Well, it'll be 12 versus 12, and Andrew McLaughlin will be in the face-off circle now, and again a 5-on-4 for Manchester, and they're going to just send it down the length of the ice.
2 minutes for slashing at 2:01. That's Tripp for slashing at 2:01.
Now,
nothing left to do but kill this penalty. It's 1:35 remaining on that penalty to Tripp. It almost mirrors the clock. Penalty was at 2:01. Hey, as an old Marylander right there, you got a Maryland product in Joan Jett right there, Kyle.
wow, fact of the day, you got me on this one. I did not realize she was a crab.
She relocated, but her Maryland roots are deep. And,
interesting to think.
Yep. So for their part, Manchester's got to take on Exeter at home.
Yeah, that will be Saturday.
And then BG at home. And Exeter's on the outside looking in, but they've beaten Trinity. They have beaten Trinity and Pinkerton, yet they're still out of the playoff standings right now, but that's a quality team who can break loose at any time.
Yeah, they were saying that they have enjoyed their trips to Manchester. That's actually their closest barn that other than their home games.
Yeah, well, treating it like it's a home game. Well, this one goes all the way down to the bottom of the slot. We're 10 seconds under 1 minute. Cleared out of the crease right there by the Kings. And picking it up in traffic is Braden Brown, who's gotten in the game now. Excuse me. But then the Kings are at Portsmouth, the co-op, Portsmouth, Newmarket, Sanborn. And then Battle of the Barn. They host, they're at Trinity, quote unquote. They share that ice, but they know it well.
Yeah, they both get to practice there quite a bit. And with 23 seconds to go, Rich, I guess we can start calling our Off the Mark Sports 3 stars of the game. And I think that for the losing side of things, I got to give it to Frank Tessier with the 2 goals in tonight's game. I feel like that's
a no-brainer.
That's a fair call. I think that what Doyle's been able to do in net has been pretty impressive to allow things. I'm going to give him number 2. And for number 1, I'm going to give Veroni for the 2 goals and the assists. And
yep.
You might think otherwise.
I do not. I'm with you all the way. We don't even need a recount.
It's kind of nice, and you don't want too many Chads. If you're
the Hangin' Chads. I was going to have a band named the Hangin' Chads years ago.
And that will do it for this game as the Lancers are able to defend their home ice and get the victory. Rich McDonough, I mean, your second time seeing Manchester.
Yep.
They fight hard, but sometimes the puck just has not slid their way this year.
And they were in it deep with Concord and until the dam broke, and they couldn't get a whole lot of shots on net. But Londonderry, good win for them, hard-working win, just what Coach Bears wanted. They go to 3-4-2 in NHIAA play and probably work up the ladder just a bit. You got a logjam with Bishop Girton, Londonderry, Bedford, and Exeter, and then the Kings drop to 5 and 6 overall. And both teams, they've got a tough road ahead of them. They've got to manufacture some wins and some points, Kyle.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard-fought end of January into February here, and we look forward to covering as much NHIAA Division I hockey as we can. And for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, for our main man, Rich McDonough, appreciate you as hopefully you get home safely tonight.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
My name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a presentation of Manchester Public Television. It's been a hard-fought game, but it's the Lancers who get the upper hand, and we'll look forward to being back with more hockey and basketball coverage here on Manchester Public Television. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.